Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be continuing our Bible story, which is from, first part of the Bible all the way to the last. A little bit more simplified in the KJV version of the Action Bible. Just a little bit more simplified, it's got pictures in it. So obviously, Cain and Abel, Cain killed Abel, and eventually that brought troubles to him for the future. But now the world has grown, and people have become very ungodly, worshiping idols, murdering, lying, doing very things, and leaving only Noah and his family as, the last Christians. And they will restart the life into what our population is today. And we're getting ready to read one of the greatest stories in the entire Bible and the most well known. This is based on Genesis chapter 6 through 7. Now, as Noah calls out, "Your wickedness cannot continue. Turn away from your idol worship. Return to the God who created you and gave us everything we have." And somebody yells out, "God didn't give me anything, everything. I have. I stole it, huh?" Noah thinks he's better than everyone else. So now they're mocking him in a way, I didn't give me anything, I stole it, blah, blah, But Noah remains true to God. One day God speaks to him. "I'm sorry that I've made humans, that I ever made humans. They are corrupt and violent. So I'm going to destroy them. Noah, you have been faithful. Build yourself a ship, because I'm going to flood the entire earth." So, God sees how corrupt and, evil we have become to this point. And Noah being the only person on the entire planet. So God tells Noah, build an ark, build a ship. Now this ship was a massive ship, hundreds of feet, huge, probably very tall. Just a massive ship. Obviously, we don't know if it could be, nothing by now, just because that was so many years ago. That was so long ago. But it could be somewhere, still. Who knows? The reason if it is somewhere we haven't found it, though, is because if people see that, then they'll like, oh, God is real, and stuff like, they have to see it to be able to believe it instead of believing, in him. But he tells him to build this massive ship because he's going to flood the entire earth. I'm not just talking about, we get floods now, we get hurricanes now, but he's going to flood the entire earth. The entire earth is going to be drowned in water, which is what, creates a lot of how our, like how our land is now. Noah obeys and begins building an ark. He follows the instructions that God gives him. And, they mock him. "That's crazy. Noah thinks he can float a boat on dry land. What will he think of next?" And here's the thing too. Before the flood, there was no rain or anything like that. That was all being held back. Rain didn't come, so when they start raining, they were confused because there was no rain. There was nothing like that. I don't even think the sun could burn you or anything like it does now. And they thought he's crazy. He's building this massive boat. He's building it on land and stuff like that. He's nowhere near an ocean or anything. And the whole time he was building this, and Noah, it doesn't tell us right now, I don't think. But Noah built this for a long time. I think it was a couple hundred years that he built it for, because he was one man. I think maybe his sons may have helped him. But, like I said, this was in the time that they lived hundreds of years, and it took him at least over 100 years to build this massive ship by hand, because we didn't have the equipment that we have today. And, so for this super long time, they mocked him and made fun of him, made fun of God. When the ark is finished, God tells Noah to take 7 pairs of each kind of animal. And bird that, take each pair of kind of animal, and a bird that is used for the food, and 1 pair of each kind that is not used for food. Noah and his family enters the ark. So as you can see here, they take 2 pairs, even as like this lion, you can see there's like a female lion, a male lion, so female, male, female, 2 pairs of each, and of all the animals, which would be crazy to see as the people, as you see these animals just getting on this giant ship. You'd be like, whoa, what is going on here? Now I've seen everything. Old Noah spent, so he spent 120 years building that huge ship, but he never thought about who would close that door. So he spent 120 years building that ship. People mocked him, and there's like this massive door that's on there. So they're still mocking him. Either he's crazy or he knows something we don't. Don't you start preaching like Noah. A few days later, suddenly lightning flashes, the windows of heaven open, and the rain pours down. Floodwaters rise rapidly. Baby Noah was right about his ark. Don't worry, there's never been enough water here to float a boat before. Yes, but it's also never rained like this before. Look, the door of Noah's ark is closing. But who is shutting it? It could be, who is shutting it? Could it be Noah's God? So God took this massive door. God's the one who shut it. There was no way Noah could shut that. It was a huge door. This massive door right there that all the animals walked up on. Massive wood door. And I mean, it weighs a ton. It weighs, probably a couple thousand pounds, I'd imagine, at least. And God shut it, for Noah. But it's too late. The people try to get on there, but it was too late, God, he shut the door and that it was over. But it's too late for the people who have spent their lives rejecting God. Now see that God has finally rejected them, and the rain pours steadily for 40 days and 40 nights. So 40 days and 40 nights, it rains and rains and floods the whole earth until the whole earth is a huge ocean, which now what they're spent just floating around in. Water flows over the land and rises above the mountaintops. All the earth is covered. Only Noah's great ark survives. The flood destroys everything evil. So killing, all the people that, were on the planet except for Noah and his family. As the rain pours without stopping, Noah and his family work hard to care for the animals in the ark. Have you fed the cows and the sheep yet? Yes, I just finished. Now I'm going to feed the reptiles. And now I have to clean up after the cows and the sheep and the reptiles. So they're taking good care of these animals and things as well. And here's the picture that we're reading for now. One day the rain stops, but the ark still floats above the flooded earth. Land is nowhere in sight. And on Wednesday we'll learn about, what happens next and how God takes care of them and what the world becomes, next. So the rain has stopped now. God has destroyed everything that's evil. And, we'll see what happens next. So thank you for watching. As always, take it easy, guys. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. If you ever have any questions, just comment down below. And I thank you guys for watching.